Good afternoon to you all. Welcome. Yes, to Pertinent Questions. Every Monday at about this time, 1 o'clock, we bring you on Western Spring Television your one-on-one interview where we try to ask very pertinent questions on pertinent issues. Today, I have a lady in the studio with me to answer some pertinent questions on basic education and education generally. I'm saying basic education because before she moved into the ministry, the mainstream Ministry of Education, Osun State, where she retired, how many days now? Less than 10 days back. She was in the parastatal that had to do with basic education. We speak of basic university, Osun State Basic University, basic education. You call it SUBEB. Yes, I'm comfortable with that acronym, SUBEB, than the long name. She has been invited to provide answers to questions that are very necessary because she operated within that realm. My guest is a newly retired civil servant, educationist. She retired as director in charge of OMIL in the State Ministry of Education. She left office formally the 31st, 31st, yes, of January. Yesterday, she turned 60. So we are here to celebrate. We are here to look back. It is the lady I have in the studio, and she is the one I'm welcoming today. She's very known to me. She has been known to me because she's the wife of my friend. But that is immaterial. Mrs. Bolanle Adedire, you are most welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
Some of us call her Madame Saki because it's our friend's wife. Welcome into Western Spring Television Studios here at Agumbelewo, Osogbo. This must be your first time.
Yes, this is my first time being here.
In spite of your closeness to the family.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How does it feel to be 60 and then to be a retiree?
I feel good. It's a day I've been looking up to since. But let me tell you, sir, that in the last 5 years, I've been preparing myself towards this retirement.
Hey.
Because my husband has been out of service in the last 14 or thereabouts years. So leaving him alone at home, I feel somehow. And I know that one day I will also join him in this this new life. So I feel good to be 60 and to be one of the retirees. We call it senior citizen. So I feel good about it, sir.
I'm right to call you Ruth Abokoku.
You are right, sir. You are right, sir. So that whoever that will be coming after you to see whether, and you call the attention of whoever that is the head of that place to what you have seen.
So you don't have to send such a report to the ministry?
We will. We give reports. We have our meeting once in a month at the ministry, whereby you summarize whatever you have done in your various local governments to the ministry. Whoever that is, you need urgent attention. Wherever school that needs you need to report back. As you are coming, you should leave what you are doing as that and run back to your ministry to give them report so that they can do something, they can take steps not to, so that the thing will not affect the students or the pupils in that particular school. And the other one, like I said, the routine one, normally, like I said earlier on, when you get to the office, and you must be early to the office, being an inspector, you must lay example because teachers are looking at you. In school you are going to, they will see, if you go there, if you are late, you are the one that doesn't go to office regularly, they will know. You cannot go there. So you go to that place, as early as possible. So that's routine. You get there, you go to and monitor some schools that you can cover within a particular period. The school opens between 8 and 2 o'clock. So you do that. Then another one is the third one, the full inspection. The full inspection is that you go to that school, you resume with them. You go to that place as early as 7:30. So you get there, you observe how teachers report to school, how they resume. Maybe those who come very early to school, or the perpetual latecomers.
Uninformed.
You will not inform them that you are coming. And we stay there. That's what we call full inspection. You stay there from morning till they close, because you want to observe the activities, how they relate with the students, they relate with the pupils, even if the parents should come around, how do they attend to them? So after that one, you call a meeting, a staff meeting. You call everybody. Meanwhile, when you are going, you are not the only one going.
Okay.
When you say full inspection, the other people around you should be a team.
Okay.
You ask them to go to school, to classes, to watch those the teachers teaching.
Are they your fellow LIs?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
No, you have your officers in your local government. If it's local government, you have your fellow, your colleagues in your local office that they will go with you. But if it is zonal, I said I worked as zonal. I was ZIE Ikirun zone. So the six local governments, the zonal office.
Okay.
So when you are going for full inspection, you inform them. Come early you may not inform your officers. I mean the LIA, being the head, because they may go and inform the school. So you keep that one to yourself until that day. So you just go there. You tell anybody, okay, go and observe those teachers, what they are doing in the class. After the whole thing, then we come together to tell them wherever they are found wanting. Then after that one, you write your report in the inspection book. That is what we do as LIA and the zonal inspector of education.
Okay, that's good. It's good to hear that. It's a long time I went to primary schools and secondary school, so I don't even know what.
We do a lot of jobs.
That's more than 50 years ago, so I can't remember. Yes, basic education is from primary 1 to GS3. Has Nigeria, our dear country, showed strength at this stage? Has our education not been badly impacted by this basic level? I'm asking this question because you can't put something on nothing. It is on the primary schools that and from the secondary school to university. Today, our education is nondescript.
Thank you very much. It's a pity what we are having now. But I can only speak of Osun State. Where I retired. I work and retired.
Yeah, but it cuts across.
But one thing of recent, we do have curriculum. The curriculum, it is the federal government. They are policy maker. I mean, I'm talking about Federal Ministry of Education.
Yeah.
They are the one that will give us the curriculum that will be forwarded to each state. Based on that, at the state level, the curriculum will be given to the local inspector so that for onward transmission to our schools. But what I notice is this. One thing is for a teacher to want to train a child. But another thing is for the teacher, for the student or pupil to be ready to learn. Parents are not helping the situation. That is one. Although the curriculum, the government, they have done very well in terms of when you provide curriculum, whereby you follow, the schools will follow, so that at the end of the day, when they are doing their terminal exam, there will not be disparity, that we are not taught this, we are not, so that's it. So, but in terms of the states, I think they are trying. But like I said the other time, parents have a lot to do about this. So also, government, we don't have enough teachers in our schools. Let me be sincere with you. When you go to schools, when you get to some schools, in a population, in a school where you have a population of, let's assume in a big school, where you have a population of 2,000 students, and you are just having 10 teachers, 12 teachers, they use this coppers that are not trained in that line, just to keep these students busy. Then when you now raise questions, at times you go to classroom to see what the coppers are doing. You feel for our people, our students. So I think the basic education the government has to do more. Like you said, you cannot build on something. You build primary education is very, very essential. And people believe in those days that when you have solid, until today, when you have solid training from your primary school, there is no way no secondary school that you cannot attend. Because you have been fortified in your primary education. But we don't have it. It's a pity when you go to our schools today. So when we inspectors go to school, you know, we you know, when you want to do some things, but you feel for them, the little teacher that we have. You see teacher combining classes together, and these students, they are not even ready to pay attention. But when we have adequate teachers, you know, when I think the NGO, no, the association, I mean, international, I've forgotten that is in charge of education. The thing is that should be 25 students to a teacher. But in this, I mean, the present situation we are having about 100 teachers to a teacher.
United Nations.
Yes, that is what I want to say. So how do you do that? So I think we have to do a lot. We have to do something about that so that we can have competent teachers, competent one.
How does government do? It is still the government that is employing and is employing fewer. It is not going by the United Nations recommendation of 25 to 26. Yeah, even 25 to 26% of budget to education.
It's quite unfortunate that we are having that, sir. It shouldn't. I think government should do something about this.
Okay.
A nation that fails to train this upcoming, this nation will have problem in the future. Already we're having the problem.
I agree with you. If you don't train the child very well, because the way future, it must go.
It must go. When we were employed in the whole of your states, we went through a lot. We wrote exam. But nowadays, I don't want to. You see something in the last recruitment they did. People were just giving employment letter.
Yes, I was going to ask that question to the poor. What do you call it? Bringing teachers on board. Recruitment. That's the word I'm looking for. If it is faulty, naturally, performance will be faulty.
It's faulty.
So, what is your word? You have just retired. What is your word for government generally in recruitment of teachers?
Thank you, sir. I want to give kudos to this present government. The one that they have just done, because of the issue of local government, those teachers have not been given the letter. They went through exam. They did, I mean, this, what do you call it? Computer-based exam. That is how it should be, to get the best from them. I think we must give kudos to Governor Bolanle Adedire for this. That is how it should be. Not just giving letters to people on the streets. And by doing that, whoever that is unable, a teacher that is about to be employed, that is not unable to attend to the questions, I mean, the computer based, that means that one will not be able to work well when it's eventually.
I agree with you, but there is oppositional condemnation in the strength that some of these eventually recruited teachers were just handed their letters. They didn't even take exams. How we cannot validate it, but then we are in Nigeria, so some of these things do happen.
Should I go ahead?
Yes.
I was discussing something with my husband when we were coming. I think I was listening to a program on political thing on radio.
Yeah.
When somebody was saying something, I said, a particular year, the past government that gave them, we are having issue with those. I don't want to mention that year.
Yeah.
They know themselves. Because when we go to schools for inspection, the principal and the HM, they do complain about them. A particular year when those teachers were recruited, in fact, it's affecting our schools today. They were not ready as at the time I was there to listen to the authority. I mean the principal and the HM. They have their group. Anytime we go to school, they will be complaining. And when I go to school, when I see them, I do call them together and I say, what do you want exactly? It's a constituted authority. The principal here, you should listen to them. So what I'm saying is the effects of those who are not being interviewed before they were given appointment, they are giving issues. They are giving our schools issues that I want to employ the government that henceforth they should stop that. Like I said earlier on, the present government, they did well. The one, though they have not been given their letter of appointment, they were subjected to the process. They went through the process we went through when we were employed at that time. And I want to believe eventually those ones are employed, there will be changes in our schools positively. We look hopefully. This is Nigeria. Anything goes. Anything goes. Yes. There is a general lack of discipline
among students, among pupils, amongst some teachers too, some of the teachers you have tried to highlight. Basic stage of education is paramount. What is responsible for this, taking it from the children?
You have mentioned it the other time. I said parents has own portion, they have their own portion of the blame. And it's when the recruitment, whenever they are doing the recruitment of teachers, the normal thing should be done. If not, like the year I mentioned the other time, that they are giving.
The year you didn't mention.
I did not mention.
No,
I just said this.
You referred to.
For yes, I did not mention. You imagine
no, it's good. It's good.
Such teacher that were given appointment at that time. What do you expect from such teacher? And that is why I said government has to do a lot, which I'm praising. I want to give kudos. I'm still emphasizing to the present government now. You know, teach parents when students did what is not being expected of him or her, and is being punished, and such a student runs home, and the parents coming back to school. What do you do? Such a teacher will need to be very careful. Yes, it reminded me of 1 year. I was doing my team. I think I was doing my teaching practice at Ibadan. At one school, a girls' school at Rita Bastion. So we were that student teacher. A child of notable person in Ibadan did something wrong and he was punished. She was punished because she was a girl. After some time, that lady went back home. And coming back home, the father, a renowned person, came with some thugs. And the teacher was beaten. In fact, I was scared when I saw, don't forget I said I was still a student teacher. I said, so this is the way it is done.
This is the job you are going to go into.
So will I be able to cope with all this? So that is such an example. What teachers face in our school. To discipline a child, in those days before this present government, when we had our one uniform system, to enforce discipline at that time, it was a problem. One man is of blessed memory now. Something happened at Ayetoro, because they have same uniform, and people are rushing to catch that boy. But he said, "You cannot catch me. You cannot catch me." So he just ran into a particular school. Nobody can identify him. So policy of government will also affect that. But we are thanking God for this present government that we are having different. The uniform, it is the uniform that we use in differentiating our students from each other. So I want to, like I said, the parents have their own blame, the governments have their own blame, and the students too also have their own blame.
Indiscipline.
Yes.
There's so much.
Right from it starts from home. This is from home. The inability of some parents to take care. The economy now.
Yeah. Before the economy degenerated, you cited a very crucial example. That's about 36, 37. You were a student teacher
at that time in Ibadan.
And that still persists. 36 years ago in Ibadan.
Yes.
A big man. The child is beaten, or you said it's a girl.
He came with a thought.
Yeah. Some of these things still happen. It's the Nigerian, it's in our DNA.
Yes, because people believe that when you have money, you have everything.
No.
They will not allow you, when you allow teacher, it's for your own benefit.
Yeah.
Allow teacher to discipline your child.
No, when I was young, it was teachers who disciplined us. When I was a primary school boy, you dare not, when your mother tells you, I will report you to your teacher, that you have to stop doing whatever nonsense you were.
When one of my child, let me give you this as an example. He was at the university, private university at that time. He did something, and this sister phoned me to report him to me.
Your older sister?
The younger sister.
Okay.
Phoned me, "Mommy, so happened." I just told her, then Daddy was still in service. I just told her, "Daddy, when you get, just send your driver. I want to go to check those children in the school." He said, "Why?" I said, "Just look at, check about their welfare." As I was going, I have my pankere, my koboko, everything in the bag. When I got there, I went to one of my friend's office and I said, "I want to." he was coming with his friend to see me in that office. When he now came, as he was prostrating to greet me, I just brought out my belt and kubuk. I beat. He was beating that day. So the friends were looking at me. I said, don't you know I'm a teacher? So my friend was surprised. Said, why are you doing this? I'm a teacher. I want people to discipline my children so that in the nearest future, I will have peace of mind. Now they are not with us. My husband and I, we are both of us are living together. They are somewhere else. Each time they phone, they say, Mommy, you are a disciplinarian. Thank you for what you have done for us at that time. Okay. So parents should allow teachers to discipline their worth.
After all, they won't die.
Yes, they won't.
Die.
They won't. The Bible said it. So that is what the Bible tells us.
Okay. We are breaking up the show. It's a show that is in 2 parts.
Thank you very much.
We have discussed the first part.
Yes, sir.
We will break up to the viewer at home so that we can sip a little bit of water here and there. I have been in a discussion with a newly retired director, Osun State Ministry of Education, Mrs. Bolanle Adedire. I hope you have enjoyed it. We will be back with the second. She has retired, and she will tell us what next she intends to do in the second part of our presentation.
Born Jeremiah Oyeni Obafemi on March 6, 1909, Obafemi Awolowo was a prime architect of Nigeria's independence and most consummate advocate of free education and social welfare in Africa's most populous nation. Erudite politician, thinker and philosopher, Awo was fondly addressed by associates and political colleagues, brought his unique attributes to bear on governance in the defunct Western region. He administered as leader of government business and the premier between 1955 and 1958. Obafemi Awolowo's premiership witnessed pioneering in multi-sectoral policy initiatives and execution. The Western region under his administration paraded several enviable records. First television station in Africa, first real estate in Nigeria, first high-rise building in Nigeria, first modern sports stadium in Nigeria, first agricultural settlement in Nigeria, first modern civil service secretariat in Nigeria, and first industrial estate in Nigeria. His face is on 100 Naira denomination as a mark of honor for his distinguished services to his country. Western Spring Television identifies Obafemi Awolowo as a major character in history.
You're welcome back to the show, Pertinent Questions. I've been asking Mrs. Bolanle Adedire, a newly retired director of UMILS, Osun State Ministry of Education, who is 60, and we have had a very useful conversation looking at the field of education. Madam, after 35 years of service to the fatherland, you're an educationist. Yes. You have been a teacher.
Yes.
You have been an inspector of schools. Are you fulfilled?
Partly fulfilled.
And partly?
Not fulfilled.
Okay. Let me hear the
when
book.
you call someone an inspector, it has to do with your appearance when you go to school. And appearance has to do with, do you go there on bike? Or you go there with korope or with a car?
Or the foot wagon.
Or foot wagon. Depending on how you present yourself, that is how people will treat you. Let me give you an example. When I was a lie at Soriade, I think between 2012 and 2015, I was to visit a class A school, Olashuri International School. That was not
Don't tell me you didn't have a car.
No, I don't have official car.
No, what I'm saying, I mean, so I'm picturing what you...
No, I don't.
Okay.
Thank God for my husband that bought me a car that time. Though I've been using cars since. So when we got there, we went there with my team of inspectors with my car. And what I've heard about the school was that they don't normally allow people. I said they will. It all depends.
They don't allow people
into their premises.
As an ally.
Yes. Yeah. I say it all depends on the way you present yourself. And it's boiled down on the one I said earlier on, that when you go there on foot wagon, on a bike, on rented, they will not. Because they feel the security of those students there will be paramount to them. So when we got there, I went there with my car, with my team. So we were allowed in. And I said, so then I said, I am partly fulfilled. Then office. Most of this of our offices, I'm talking about the local and the zonal, we are on rented apartment. When I was zonal inspector of education at Sikino, before we could get an office, the office we were even given, as within the local government. In fact, got to a state when the problem started, we could not access the office. So that's why I said I was partly fulfilled. I am not fully fulfilled. Yeah. The instrument that you should use to assert your position as an inspector, when you get to a place properly dressed, you are dressed, they are not there. The government should do more on this. Give the inspector of education, give them vehicle to move around. Then we have mushroom schools. Too many in our schools. It's not.
You mean the private schools?
Yes. We have not talked about the private school. We have only been talking about the public school. We have too much. In attempts to go there, some of them, they have godfathers. That's why I said one of our problems is the politicians. In attempts for you to close it, because the instruction given to us when you get to a school and is not up to the standard that it should be, or he has not registered with the ministry, you close the school. Before you close the school, you must have sent them warning, giving them go and do the necessary thing, do this. And if they fail to do that, you then go to there and close that. The moment you close that, some people will just be calling you. Don't close that school. Yeah. It's one of the issues. Then another one, talking about the public school. Most of our schools, public schools, they are being, a school should be in a serene environment. Markets have taken over everything. Where we live, which you know very well, you see they are being surrounded with container. How would the students concentrate? The land grabbers, they are there. Although the ministry is doing its best, because I work at the department, planning department, we do go to court, we take some people to court through the help of the Ministry of Justice. So these are the things, that's why I said I am partly fulfilled. We are being fed with so many things. Going into private or public school, you need to, if you believe in your God very well, read your Bible and pray very well. Because those people you are going to meet, they not take it like this. It's their source of livelihood. And you are going there to say, if you want to enforce what the government said, and of course you must do what the government said you should do. If they fail to pay their renewal, or they fail to do necessary to the covers of the government, you do it. A case happened one day when I was local inspector.
I don't know. I'm going to ask you a particular. I don't know if that's because I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
A particular incident that you can never forget.
Very good. I have two I want to share.
Okay, let's hear
The first one, I was about to say, when I was local inspector, the basic exam, they register with the ministry, the school, private school. Nobody is paying. The public school is a free. So the private school, they will pay. What they should do when they pay, the government covers, they bring the draft. They bring it to your office as local inspector of education with the admit charges, which the local LI will go and render. We go to the ministry to render everything. So there was a particular school that came to register. He only brought the draft. I said, where is that? No, I've already instructed my officers. But the man failed him. He said, we cannot collect it from you. See the LI. And he came to my office. I said, what? He said, it's my local government. That's where I come from.
Okay.
People now even said, is it? When I'm going there to work for my local government, for the same and my local government, not any other ulterior motive. So Iran said, I cannot collect anything. The instruction of the ministry, Iran went to the ministry to go and report to me that I wanted to collect. I said, and they told them, that is the instruction. He has not told you to do anything extraordinary. To cut your story short, it's a long story. We were to collect at that time, that year, it was 70 naira on each pupil.
70 naira.
On each pupil. So if you have 100 in your school, you 10 times 70 you pay. So one of his friends, who happens to be NAF's president at that
70
time,
kobo or
70 naira.
Hey, that's a huge sum.
70 naira.
Yes, 70 naira multiplied by the number of...
I don't want to. It has to do so many things. Printing of the whatever. Okay. So the admin, when you call something admin, you want to know it has to do with all. So one of his friends who happens to be the chairman of NAFSA, and unfortunately that one did not have any school. He now wrote a petition to the State Security Office, alleging that I am collecting 700 naira. He added 100 naira, 0 to that 70 naira. Okay. So I was invited. I told him, I said, go. I informed my minister. He said I should go. When I got there, unfortunately, those that I met there, we worked together when I was in charge of a particular assignment. They said, what is it there? And I explained, they called him. He said, it's a lot. So to call you, that is one of my challenges.
No, see, the 70, I'm interested in what came out of it. That were you exonerated?
No, they exonerated me. When they the SSS, they know how to do their investigation. I think when they got there, I was invited. I gave them my own side of the story. I think they went to the ministry to go and ask. They got, exactly what I told them. Yeah. They heard from my ministry.
But the teacher had...
Not the teacher, that man. He wrote the petition. He added 0 to that petition.
Okay.
Not that thing. You understand? The man and question.
Okay. Not
both of them of blessed memory. No.
Not even the teacher.
No.
Agborado,
yes. So they got to know that I didn't have anything. My hands are clean. So that was why it was what I've just said is a long story because of the time. Then second one, when I was director school services today, a case was reported. Someone came, some parents protested to my office. Unfortunately, the ES was not around. I was the only director around that day. They said their student was dismissed in the school. I said, why? Practically, I collected the letter, the suspension letter they gave to, and I saw duly signed by the principal. I said, what? The only person that can suspend is the Ministry of Education. They cannot just suspend. They must have done so many things, set up a committee and see what. That woman suspended the student. When I got to know, because he was asked to do something, that boy was learning a cobbler thing that some teachers gave him to do something and he failed to do it. So based on that, I said, no, I collected the letter and I said, don't worry, I sent the parents away. I said, don't worry, the student will go back to school. And I invited the principal. And the principal, the wife, the husband is one of the PS. At that time, we were preparing for the election of this present government. Yeah. And I said, principal, why did you do this? Don't you know your husband is a political appointee? You want to take your husband's job? At the end of the day, women, we women, when the husband got home, he knelt down, and I said, please don't report me. Because to make sure, to allow her to be sure that I'm not reporting her, and I'll turn the letter in her presence. If I learned my lesson that day, I would have made the photocopy. Okay. When she got home, he gave the husband another story. And the husband happens to be a friend of mine. And I was trying, the man would now reported me to the then head of service that I should be posted out. In fact, I said, I'm only trying to preserve your job. For those are the things, I have so many.
Human beings.
In fact, today, if I know that man must have learned his lesson, because I tried, I wept that day, because nobody believed my story at that time.
And the shreds of the letter you tore.
I thought, yes, I couldn't get it.
No, what I'm saying that, the lady took away.
He didn't. I dropped it in my waste bin. Okay. I know, and the cleaner would have done the need to.
So even if you had that letter, you could have stitched them together.
To make photocopy. And that would have, maybe, because I don't have the, maybe that would have taken his job, the husband's job.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it turned the thing against him.
Never mind. You are still on. Time is not on our side.
Yes, sir.
On Saturday, I understand you are having a 3-in-1 celebration. What is it all about?
Well, thank you, Daddy.
Celebrating
my 35 years retirement, 68th birthday, and the launch of a book.
Yes, I'm interested in that book. I'm told you have written a book.
Yes, I have.
What's the title?
It's a career in the truth of travel.
Travel. Okay. Also, two stories you have told me. They must be there. Now let's. What inspired you to write that book?
Thank you. I've been longing to do that. To become one of the authors, at least to be part of my CV.
Mm-hmm.
2, my husband is also
a writer.
Mm-hmm. Then 3, just to put down, engineering in another 10, 15 years, I may not be able to remember all those things.
Yeah.
And for those
I tell you may not, because by the time you hit 70, you begin to forget so
and
many
to those
things.
who are coming behind, I mean, even those present ones, when they get that book, they will read and pick some things that can also help them in their career.
So that's the spirit behind
the spirit behind it.
Okay, more or less, it is your biography.
Yes, sir.
Okay, your biography in service.
Yes, sir.
In the throes of the many challenges.
That I faced,
okay.
I went through in service.
Yeah. What is the roll call going to be? What do we expect on Saturday?
We are expecting the friends of the family, like the CEO here, Dr. Femi Adefila, Honorable Dele Salam, the KBAC, my KBAC, Aloko of Iloko Jesha, Oba Akim Olushayo, Umangbe, then the royal father of the day, the royal host, and then another KBAC from Okela, our friend, the friend of the family.
Okay.
Bolanle Adedire is also being expected. We have so many people that we are expecting. Honorable Famrewa, Alhaji Kolawole, Fatai Kolawole, so many of them. Irekandu, who happens to be
was your former boss.
He was my former boss.
Yeah.
Then Irekandu Adewumi from Ibokun. Yes. We have so many, a lot of them that we are expecting that day.
It means you are not expecting me.
I'm expecting you. Of course, you'll be there. I trust you. You are very close to the family. I know.
You gave names.
No, I know you are there.
Okay.
So that is like, okay, we are expecting, but that's smallest. She too alarm.
That was just in the lighter mood. The title of the book interests me a lot, and I look forward to having a copy to read.
Okay,
now, you have retired.
Yes, sir.
You are, how many days? 31st to 9th? You are just about
10 days.
Almost 10 days. In fact, 9 days.
9 days, okay, sir.
As a retiree.
Yes, sir.
You look into the future. What is the promise that you want to fulfill in the future?
By His grace, I want to serve my God. Serve humanity. And I want to have an NGO that will have to do with children out of school.
Okay. Serve your God.
Serve my God.
Serve humanity.
Yes.
And an NGO. Of course, the NGO is already
humanity. Part of it. And have time for my family, especially my husband.
This woman you have kept on mentioning, you make us jealous. Your husband. Now it means you are for the next 3 months you are not going to go anywhere. Just sit down and watch your husband's face. I'm not as
you know me very well. I'm not someone that can sit down and be, I'll be full of activities. What I'm saying is, in civil service, you leave home very early. In fact, to prepare food for your husband. Ori of grace of God. But now that I don't have any other things to do, I have my own time to decide on what to do, when to go out. I have my itinerary. Not that a guy will call you and say, report in the office by 7:30. Nobody will ask me that. That's why I said to take care of my husband, my home, and serve my God. That is the most important thing.
How did your children take to your retirement?
They are so. In fact, yesterday you see the way they celebrated me. So happy. Because at times if they call me at times, I won't be available for them. I just tell them, I'm busy, I will call you back. I may not call them back that day. And the following day, you just say, Mommy, you promised to call us. I said, I was busy. That was why I couldn't call you. But this time around, by His grace, God sparing our lives, there wouldn't be anything of such.
I appreciate all God has enabled you to do. And we look forward to attending Saturday's event. Why did you put it on the 14th?
You know, my birthday is 8th. And one thing I forgot to tell you, when I got the appointment, I got it first when I was about to be 25 years. I never knew at that time. You know, I started as a classroom teacher. So when I now noticed, it was when I was doing my conversion, I know. So my thing will be, my 35 will be coming before. It was there, and then I said, okay, I will do my birthday, 8th, and 8th is Sunday. My children won't be able to, will not be around. You know, Sunday being a worship Sunday, sacred day that you'll be in the church. So and I said, okay, let me shift it. And unfortunately, it falls
on a
day of love, 14th February, Valentine's Day.
You have started with, I see redness.
Yes, yes. To show you that I'm in the mood already.
Okay, I wish you very beautiful day that day, and I wish you success.
Thank you very much.
It is a pleasure having you in the studio.
Nice, sir. I enjoy it, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Viewers at home, I have been speaking with Mrs. Bolanle Adedire, newly retired Director of OMILS, Osun State Ministry of Education. It's been a wonderful time discussing with her. And we have also seen what she intends to do as a post-retirement understanding and effort. She wants to serve God, she wants to serve humanity, and she wants to set up an NGO. We wish her the very best. I am Adedire Shitu Alamo, the host and the anchor of this program. Next week, I will have the privilege and the pleasure of bringing another personality on the show we entitled Pertinent Questions. So fine, so good, so togetherly. We see you next week. Good afternoon to you all.